We live out in the country and we have a huge yard that sits on about 15 acres of mostly dense woods and trails. I followed the sound of his scream and it led me to the woods. I found myself chasing after him, just trying my absolute best to find him. I screamed and screamed for him, but eventually he stopped screaming back. That's when my panic really set in, and I swear to you, I thought I was going to have a heart attack. I kept searching for him, and after a few minutes, I heard something that sounded like a person stepping through sticks and leaves. And then I heard a sound of what sounded like someone taking a big gasp and trying to hold their breath. I looked all around me and I turned the flashlight on. I didn't have it on up until this point because I didn't want to give off my position. I knew my son was out there with someone who was trying to kidnap him. And I knew that I knew my woods better than anybody, and I knew he was still out there and that they were close by. I must have did a 360 4 or 5 different times, looking all around, until I finally spotted what looked like to be someone laying on the ground. All I could see was a shadow. Almost as soon as I pointed the flashlight at it and took a few steps closer, I then saw in fact that it was a man. He was lying on top of my son and he was suffocating him. The man ran off and I ran to my son Luke. He was lying there borderline unconscious and I picked him up and ran home and got him inside. The police were already there by the time we got back to the house and Luke had to go to the hospital. He turned out to be okay, but he had bruises all over his body and scratches on his neck and face. My son almost and very well could have died from asphyxiation. As for the man who kidnapped him, they never caught him. I gave the police the best description of him, but he's still out there somewhere.